All right, so we've got the 7.3 in the shop, and one of the first things that needs to happen with this thing before anything is it needs tint on it. Since this isn't that expensive of a truck, I do have a tint glass board on the wall. I do know how to tint. I'm not the best at it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it since the truck is not that expensive and you know it's going to be that extensive. So I've got some 5 right here. I'm going to throw some 5 on the front 2 windows, and then I've got a box of 20 over there on the shelf. I'm going to do 20 on the back 3, and then I'm going to put 20 on the windshield. So I'm going to set y'all up for one of these front windows, and then I'm going to speed it up, obviously. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so in that time lapse, you can see me cutting the passenger window, went over to the truck, light it out, fine lined it, brought it back to my tent board, and I flipped my passenger side around, and then I laid this on top of it, and now you have a perfect mirror from driver to passenger. I know what I'm doing a tiny bit. So now I'm going to clean the driver window. I set up the camera on the driver's side, peeled the wrong piece of tint, and had to run over here to the passenger side. And it really didn't turn out that bad, except, you know, a piece of tint got under right there. And then there's a little bit of a mishap right there you can kind of see. And then right here, I cut it a little too short, as you can see. But if we're going to be completely honest with each other, fingernail polish is what's going to end up curing that. So, yeah, one side done. So the front 2 windows are done. They don't look the best, but whatever. I will say this truck has a bunch of debris in it, but it'll be all right.
No, it's not. He has no friends. What? I know, it's floating, it's done.
So 5 on the front. What I'm going to end up doing eventually is putting 20 around the backside. And then right here, I've got a big roll of 20, and that's going on the windshield next. So the cool thing about a windshield is it's one of the easiest and the hardest windows to tint. It's one of the easiest because you have the biggest border of all the windows in the vehicle. But it's the hardest because it is the most curved. So basically what you got to do, lay your tint out, and then go in like kind of an H pattern, lay all your deals out, and then you'll have right here what's called fingers. Then you kind of work your way like pattern by pattern with a heat gun and blow all the fingers out of it. You got to be careful. It's hard to tell, but you see this little crease right here? Now, I accidentally creased it. That is going to show, but like I told y'all, I don't really care. Obviously, it's not going to look the best because it's not a professional job. It's just me doing it in my shop. All right. So, other than tinting the windows on the 7.3, that made it look 1,000 times better. But there's another department that it is lacking in. Since it is an 01, it's an early model Super Duty. I'm going to be quite honest, they're ugly. I hate the look of the front end of the, early up until, I think it was 2004. So, there is a local Ford F-250, or, Ford, I guess, F-Series Super Duty truck place where they buy trucks and part them out. And I happen to get lucky and find a 05 front end, grill, bumper, header panel. His stock headlights are too much, so I'm just going to order Amazon clears. But we're headed over there right now. We're 10 minutes out, and it's got a ranch hand on it, like a grill guard. I don't want it, because those are gay. We're gonna go pull it off, and then pull the bumper, grill, and header panels. Yeah. So, alright. So, bumper's got a few dents in it, but it's gonna look way better than what I've got. So, let's get this sucker pulled apart. Four-door 7.3.
Recently?
Yeah.
You said it was.
There's that.
This not so. Well, you need this.
Yeah.
I can't. Especially if it's a lariat.
Oh, really?
Of that nature. Oh, like 1700.
Damn.
On eBay. You know, wait.
As you can see here, you have your typical 2001 front end. The grill is smaller. The headlights are 3-piece and uglier than tar. And then obviously you have your pretty basic bumper here. I actually just put this bumper on because it come with the truck. It was in the bed, and me and my buddy threw it together. So, and I wasn't even going to do this at all. But I figured while I'm waiting on up pipes and manifold gaskets to come in, we're going to get a lot of the, what's the word I'm looking for here, aesthetics taken care of. So whenever it quits leaking exhaust, and I finally put insurance on it, we can get it on. All right, so got the front end off. One thing I did notice is my front blinker didn't work, and the reasoning for that is someone has cut the wire. So, pretty cool. But literally, the exact same way that the header panel comes off, there's 2 bolts right here, 2 bolts right here, and likewise on the other side, 2 bolts right here, 2 bolts right here. The other header panel goes on the exact same way. All right. I don't know if y'all could use your imagination here, but the difference in this is crazy. Like, and it's such a simple mod. Everything bolts up the same. The bumper goes on perfect. Your grill goes on perfect. And your headlights are going to go in there freaking perfect. And look how good that looks. Obviously, the grill is choached. That's fine. But like the bumper's a little scratched up, but honestly, I don't even care. Like, it looks so good. When I get a set of headlights put in this bad boy, it's gonna look so great. All right, guys, sorry about the wind, but I just wanted to jump on here and, you know, end the video off and kind of show y'all how the 7.3 is looking as of now. I haven't ordered clears for it yet, but I did get some factory style headlights for it, and I threw them on there. And this is pretty much how the old girl. I'm sitting here editing this video, and I totally realized that with the header panel, the headlights did go in perfectly, but the plugs were different. Now, they had the same amount of wires, but the plugs were just a little bit different. So if you're planning on doing a front clip swap on a 7.3, I can't say if a 6.0 is any different, but you'll need to go to O'Reilly's or wherever and buy 9,000. I think they're 9,000. Don't quote me. 9,005 headlight plugs, and then wire them in, and then everything on the front end goes smoothly. It's sitting right now. It looks freaking amazing, if you ask me. And then the difference between me and other people is I'm going to show y'all my faults, right? So the windshield did not turn out good at all. It has picked up hairs and it's got some creases and whatever inside of it. But truth be told, I don't care. You know, I could have done a better job, but this truck is old. It's got 340,000 miles on it. It has been someone's work truck for a very long time, and you know, I'm just having fun with it. So anyway, yeah. So with that being said, I just wanted to say thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for the love and support with this thing. There's a few more big things coming for this truck. One of the hints is it'll go from having 8 lug nuts per wheel to 10 lug nuts per wheel. Well, if you really want to be, what's the word, legit here, it'll go from 8 lug nuts a wheel to 18 lug nuts a wheel. So, yeah. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other socials. And BGB out.